A vibrant port town teems with life. A kaleidoscope of sailors, merchants, and exotic creatures under the bright Sunday. Amidst the clamor, Captain Whiskers, a ginger cat with a rakish pirate hat and eye patch, confidently strides through the throng. His emerald eyes gleam with cunning and adventure. A tiny swashbuckler on a grand quest, Captain Whiskers pauses, his ears twitching, sensing something intriguing in the air. The salty breeze carries hushed tones, secrets whispered among the bustling crowds. Whispers of a legendary treasure map. The narration hints at a grand adventure about to unfold. Inside the dimly lit tavern, the air hangs heavy with the scent of stale ale and unwashed pirates. A symphony of boisterous singing and tankard slams filling the smoky space. In a dark corner, Captain Whiskers, a formidable pirate with a long braided beard, sits across from Squeaky, whose rat-like features betray his shifty nature. Squeaky's voice is laced with greed as he eyes the captain. "The map's worth a king's ransom, Captain. I expect a hefty price." Captain Whiskers, with a glint in his eye, begrudgingly agrees, tossing a bag of coins across the table. "Here is your money. Now, give me the map." Under the vast, cloud-strewn sky, the sea meow cuts through the waves. A pirate ship helmed by the infamous Captain Whiskers. A motley crew of animal pirates scurries across the deck, each engaged in their chaotic duties under the watchful gaze of their captain. Amidst the flurry of activity, a weathered treasure map is unfurled, its ancient markings promising untold riches and perilous adventures. Cryptic symbols and faded ink hint at the challenges that lie ahead, each clue a breadcrumb on the path to fortune. The animal pirates gather around the map, their eyes gleaming with avarice and anticipation as they plot their course through treacherous waters. Under the relentless sun, a weathered ship casts anchor near a seemingly untouched desert island, promising both mystery and peril. Captain Whiskers, a stout man weathered by the sea, leads a small landing party onto the shimmering sands. Pirat, his vibrant first mate, squawking orders. Guided by a tattered map promising untold riches, they venture into the island's heart, where bizarre, alien flora twists towards the sky. Danger lurks beneath the exotic beauty as they narrowly evade a series of cleverly concealed traps, each step a gamble in this verdant labyrinth. Sunlight pierces the crumbling stone of the ancient ruins, illuminating a world reclaimed by creeping vines and swirling dust. Intricate puzzles, etched into the walls and floor, hint at forgotten secrets and perilous trials. A voice echoes through the ruins, the narration resonating with the weight of history. Parrot's knowledge of ancient languages proves invaluable. The air is thick with anticipation, the silence broken only by the whisper of the wind and the promise of revelation. Under the relentless sun, the sandy beach stretches out, an idyllic scene marred by a distant threat. On the horizon, the salty barnacle emerges, its black sails billowing ominously, a predator closing in. At the helm stands Captain Barnaby, a gruff bulldog whose gaze promises a tense and dangerous standoff. The air crackles with anticipation as the two ships approach, their encounter promising an imminent clash of wills and steel. Under the vast sky, the sea meow and the salty barnacle collide in a maelstrom of cannon fire and splintering wood. Cannonballs rip through the air, tearing sails and sending plumes of smoke billowing across the decks. Steel clashes against steel as pirates engage in a furious dance of death, their cutlasses flashing in the sunlight, a whirlwind of fur and steel. Captain Whiskers leaps across the deck of the sea meow. With unmatched agility, he parries a flurry of blows, his blade a blur of deadly grace. Opponents fall before him, disarmed and defeated by his superior swordsmanship. Amidst the battered remnants of the sea meow, a palpable sense of triumph hangs heavy in the air. The valiant crew, faces smudged with soot and determination, mend the ship's wounds with practiced efficiency. Splintered wood and tattered sails bear testament to the ferocity of the battle. In a quiet corner, bathed in the soft light of dawn. Captain Whiskers gently tends to Parrot's injuries, his brow furrowed with concern. The captain's touch is tender, a stark contrast to his battle-hardened exterior. The air is thick with the mingled scents of salt, sweat, and the lingering echo of cannon fire, a symphony of victory hard-earned. Sunlight pierces the ocean's surface, casting an ethereal glow upon the gaping mouth of an underwater cave. Captain Whiskers, a feline pirate weathered by countless voyages, adjusts his diving gear, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. Parrot, his vibrant plumage a stark contrast to the deep blue, readies himself for the plunge into the unknown. With a final check, they descend into the abyss, trails of bubbles marking their daring journey into the cave's dark embrace. Sunlight struggles to pierce the surface, casting eerie shadows in the dark underwater cave. Helmet lamps slice through the murky water, revealing a labyrinth of narrow passages and bizarre sea creatures. Suddenly, a giant squid erupts from the shadows, its massive tentacles lunging to ensnare the explorers. The narrator reveals, Captain Whiskers, ever resourceful, uses his wit to escape the giant squid's clutches. Sunlight struggles through the gloom of the sunken ship, casting long shadows across the decaying hull. Inside, a treasure trove awaits, the final destination revealed. Chests burst open, revealing glittering gold coins and the radiant sparkle of ancient jewels. Strange, forgotten artifacts gleam in the dim light, whispering tales of a bygone era. The sunken ship holds its breath, guarding secrets of untold riches and the ghosts of history. Deep within the skeletal remains of the sunken ship, shadows dance with the decay, setting the stage for a deadly ambush. Captain Barnaby and his motley crew unleash their fury, a storm of steel and desperation erupting in the ghostly depths. Amidst the chaos, Captain Whiskers' eyes gleam with cunning, his movements a blur against the backdrop of splintered wood and forgotten dreams. He navigates the treacherous battlefield with uncanny precision, each step calculated, each parry a dance with fate. Captain Whiskers outmaneuvers Captain Barnaby, a masterstroke sealing his victory in the heart of the abyss. With a triumphant flourish, he claims the treasure, its glimmering promise cutting through the oppressive darkness of the sunken tomb. Emerging from the ocean's depths, Captain Whiskers and his crew glisten under the sun, their triumphant return marked by dripping fur and salty tails. With strained muscles, they heave themselves onto the golden beach, each burdened by the weight of treasure chests filled with untold riches. The sand receives their weary paws as they drag their bounty ashore, the promise of reward fueling their final steps. A joyous cheer erupts, echoing across the tranquil beach as the crew gathers, their faces illuminated by the shared victory. Golden light bathes their triumphant faces, reflecting off the gleaming treasure, a testament to their daring adventure and unwavering camaraderie. The circle tightens, a bond forged in the crucible of the sea, as they celebrate their hard-earned spoils beneath the benevolent gaze of the Sunday. The Sea Meow, laden with treasure, triumphantly returns to port, its hull groaning under the weight of gold. Sunlight blazes upon the deck, turning mountains of gold doubloons into shimmering beacons of fortune. A motley crew of hardened pirates roars with laughter, their faces weathered by sun and sea. Boisterous sea shanties fill the air, celebrating their daring escapade and the spoils of victory. Exaggerated tales of adventure mingle with the salty breeze, each more audacious than the last. The scent of triumph hangs heavy, mingling with the tang of the sea as they sail into their well-deserved celebration. Under the bright midday sun, Captain Whiskers' ship cuts through the waves, sailing triumphantly into the bustling port town. A wave of cheers erupts from the assembled crowd, their voices carrying on the salty air as they recognize their returning heroes. Weathered but beaming, the crew disembarks, their smiles as radiant as the treasures they bring. Captain Whiskers raises a hand in acknowledgement, a humble hero greeted by the adoration of his town. Gold coins and exotic artifacts gleam in the sunlight as the crew shares their bounty, transforming the town with joy and gratitude. Under the vast sun-kissed sky, the sea meow bobs gently in the harbor. Captain Whiskers stands tall on the weathered deck, his face a roadmap of countless voyages. The sun's glint dances in his eyes as a wide, knowing smile spreads across his lips. Perched on his shoulder, Parrot cocks its head, bright eyes gleaming with anticipation. Next adventure, Captain. Parrot squawks, the question echoing the boundless possibilities that lie ahead.